So, welcome back to the stage Digital Reality. I am very pleased to welcome Michael O'Dwyer from TyreCheck, and we are looking forward to his presentation about the customer engagement with digital solutions. And so, here we go.
Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Michael O'Dwyer. I'm founder and CEO of TyreCheck. We're based in Ireland. We're going about 12 years now, and we provide a digital tire management solutions to fleets and tire dealers. Currently, we are deployed in about 32 countries worldwide. We have up to 10,000 users using the system on a daily basis, and we have about 3 million vehicles that we manage on the platform. And really what we're trying to do is give our customers a means to communicate with their customers using a digital platform instead of traditional paper reports. So we have a bit of experience in digital solutions and in how that affects the conversation between clients and suppliers. So what I want to talk to you about is using digital technologies to engage with your customers and to show them, in effect, a better way forward to be more transparent with what you do for them and therefore gain their trust as in the long term. So how customers have a big impact in how the industries evolve. In the 1980s, the whole initiative was driven around product quality. Total quality management became the norm, so that people had an expectation of buying a product of high quality, and a lot of companies invested a lot of money in making their products and bringing them to a level of quality. Then in the 1990s, the focus shifted. Quality was a given, and what people expected was to have a level of customization. So you saw companies moving into a build to buy, which is essentially customers being able to go online and configure the product that they want and have it shipped to them within a few days. Dell were the leaders in this regard, but even today you can go online and buy your car in any configuration you want, and the car will be built to your demand. So when we had products that were of high quality and that we could configure, price became the competing factor in the 2000s. And we saw that if people automated and built more streamlined communication systems, worked out their just-in-time product delivery so they had less inventory costs, pricing coming down. Right now, we're in the middle of the battle is on access. People expect to be able to communicate with a company 24/7, 24, have either a person or an automated response to register their interest and get back to them as quick as possible. And we see that today in all of the websites that we go onto. And in the future, they're talking about the customer experience is really what it is. So we have to present a uniform and quality engagement for our customers at every step of their journey. So what is customer experience? Well, I suppose what this slide tells us is customer experience is what the customer decides it is. Because here you'll see surveys of some of the Fortune 500 companies, of which 80% thought they were doing a good job, but unfortunately only 80% of their customers thought the same. So it's actually the customer who decides whether your customer experience engagement is valid or not. So it's very important to engage the customer as early as possible in your process to help build the optimum engagement process with them. And the issue there is they are more than twice as likely to share a bad experience as they are a good experience. So why would we want to do this at all? It's expensive. Well, it really helps in keeping customers, and it is 5 times more costly to get a new customer as to keep an existing customer. So keeping your existing customers on board by communicating with them, giving them product updates, telling them where you're going, and helping them to have a better experience with your products. And just basically make them better and loyal customers is the goal. But why is it so difficult? Well, it is complex. It's changing all the time. Email used to be the main platform email is virtually gone from this. It's all instant messaging, it's all social media now. So people don't, email is too slow now. So that people need an instant response. And this is why you're seeing a lot of people are automating their response. So when you go onto a website, somebody will pop up and ask you, what do you need any help? If you send a message, you will get an instant response. They're not human-driven responses, they're bots doing it, but they actually build this interaction with the customer that makes you engage and keep engaged with the website. And the people really analyze what you do, where you go on the website, so they can build a better journey for you. One of the big issues also is that the people at the top level in companies didn't grow up with this technology. So there is a lot of skepticism still at the senior level, executive level, as to whether this will work, because it's a big investment and it's really not proven in all industries at this stage. One of the things we have to do is, as they say, remove friction. If you have a website, if you have an app, the experience should be the same no matter what platform or people are using. So whether they're coming in from a browser or coming in from a phone or using a tablet, the experience has to be exactly the same. And in the last 12 months, we've completely rewritten our software so that it is exactly the same experience for all our users, no matter whether they're coming in from an iPhone or a Galaxy tablet or whatever. It's exactly the same process, exactly the same information, exactly the same look and feel. And this is just why this is so important, to show you why this is so important. We run some Google AdWords, and as you can see, 80% of people are coming onto our website are using their phone. So if you don't optimize your website for phone, you really are, people will move away immediately. So everybody has got to re-engineer their websites, re-engineer their applications so that they are equally usable on all the platforms. The other thing that's interesting here is that there is really no difference from a Monday to a Sunday in this. People are actually accessing this 7 days, 24 hours a day. So you must be available all the time, and the site must be up and running all the time. The second one is you have to be where your customers are. You know, really, there is no point in continuing to send out mail shots to people when nobody is actually picking up their mail anymore. If people are interacting on Twitter or on Instagram, that's where you need to go to get your message out. And one of the things is, a statistic I got was, 40% of all new car buyers from 2 years' time will be millennials. And really, this is their main communication platform is social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. And if you're not actually on those platforms, you're missing out on all of those opportunities. Sorry, just go back one there. And then Twitter have actually announced that there's been a 250% increase in companies using Twitter as their customer service platform. So these are just, whereas they are good social media, they're now becoming actually industrial media also. And then this is one of the things we try to do, is get our customers to show their customers the work they're doing for them. And you have to show them the good and the bad, because if you filter the message, you filter the trust. So you need to be transparent in all of the information. If you've had a bad event, tell them about it, and they are much more likely to forgive and stay with you if you share early the experience of that. And we've seen that recently with some of the debacles over car engine emissions and stuff like that. Customers are more savvy. They're not going to believe what you tell them. So you must demonstrate facts to them. And this is part of what we do with our customers, is help them explain to the customer that they may need to make a purchase. But we do it based on facts rather than on opinions. And this is one of the great friends of your company or foe. People like to share. And if they have a good experience, they will share it. If they have a bad experience, they will equally share it. So really building a good experience for your customers, being transparent with them, and getting them to be able to access you at any time is key. And just an interesting fact, females are 4 times more likely to share good news, whereas males are 6 times more likely to share bad news. So So Jeff Bezos has built Amazon, built on the fact that focusing on the customer is the number one thing that has driven Amazon to be the biggest marketing platform in the world. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions? Okay.
No questions, so thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
And our next lecture will be in 30 minutes. And yes, we would be very grateful to welcome you back again to the next presentation by Antonio Sala from the University of Madrid with the title Improving Adhesion Coefficient in Extreme Conditions of Tires. Thank you very much and have a nice day.